Aloha, all you beautiful going to Hawaii gangsters, and those who are not yet gangsters but who will soon become addicted to these live streams, and you'll then be deemed a going to Hawaii gangster. We are right here at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel and Residences on Kuhio in Waikiki on the island of Oahu. It is a nice, beautiful fall afternoon. Give you just a little spin around where we are here. There's Island Country Store. That's a division of ABC stores. It's a little higher end version of the ABC stores. And this is Dean and DeLuca, as many of you know, in this area. And right over there is the Marriott Vacation Club Hotel. How are all of you doing today? It's a little late in the day, but I wanted to give some walking and step motivation to our late East Coast members and those in Australia, New Zealand, and on the West Coast. It's not too late. Go get your 10 or 12 or 15,000 steps, whatever it is that you deem to be your goal. Just to give you some bearings, this is Kuhio. It runs north and south through Waikiki. That is the Ala right up there that runs north through Waikiki. And this is Kalākaua, and it runs south, due south, a little bit south. Southern-ish. All right, let's do some shout outs. There's a Dean and DeLuca right there. It's a beautiful area. That's like a little gallery restaurant up there, by the way. That's the only Dean and DeLuca here in town that has that. Rick, good to see you. Mary, aloha. Mara, number 5, good to see you. Hello, Cat Roy. Perfect timing for you East Coast folks. That's good to see. And Dana Hamilton, did you get in your steps today, young lady? And Lance, good to see you, my friend. And Jill and Dorothy Tanner. This is going to be a little bit of a kind of a challenge. It won't be after about the first mile or so. Man, I busted my toe on a dumbbell this morning. My pinky toe, my right foot. I went walking around the corner and just kicked it, and it did not move, but my toe did. And man, it is a banging right now. But we're going to walk right through it. We did it this morning, and we stopped, and it was not fun. That's Kalākaua. Goes right through the middle of Waikiki, and that's Saratoga. You know that street. Eggs and Things, U.S. Post Office, Arnold's right down there. A couple of really cool, very popular tattoo shops, and it goes right into where the Leahi is and where the Halekulani and Outrigger Reef Hotel is. Aloha, Colleen and Esther and Letty. Linda, hey, good to see you. Always have a goal, Linda. Put a number on it. Even if you think it's low, it's not for anybody else, it's for you, man. Make it 1,000 steps or 2,000 or 30,000. Whatever it is, got to put a number on it because you'll never get it. And once you get it, once you hit it, there's nothing to celebrate. There's no celebratory feeling about it. Just my experience anyway. On the beautiful trees. Oh man, I did for a long time. I actually taped the toe up to my other toe, hoping that was going to help it. There's a LaCroix Hotel. This is a beautiful park through Hilton, or goes through the Hilton. Also goes to Kalākaua, the military hotel. We haven't walked down this street in a few weeks, so I thought we'd go this way instead of walking through Hilton. We could probably come back, but by the time we come back, it'll be dusk or the sun will be setting, so it may look a little nicer. Yeah, it is. It's nice and green, huh? This is the same route that you would take if you were going to walk to Kapiolani Road or to the Hawaiian Convention Center or the Ala Moana Mall or to Magic Island or Ala Moana Beach Park, as we're doing now. Oh, I think it is. But if I went to the doctor, they're going to do the same thing I did, and they'd probably say, don't put 20,000 steps on it. They'd probably say, elevate it, take some aspirin. We don't have time for that. We have things to do, places to film, streams to go live with. Here's a Luana Hotel and Residences. I didn't know they had a sushi place. Oh, I guess I did. I've never been there before, that sushi restaurant. And there's the Ambassador. It was the Romerette Ambassador. Now they changed it back to just the Ambassador, which I think is a great idea. That's a great hotel to consider if you don't want to stay in the heart of Waikiki. It's a completely remodeled hotel. For a long time, it was a mid-level, not that great a hotel, economy class kind of hotel. And not economy class in the truest sense, meaning that it had limited services, but economy class because it was just not, not super nice. But now it's an older hotel, so the footprint and the layout of the rooms are quite big. So they did a complete remodel, so it's a nice hotel. They have a nice beach club on that second floor or third floor. Just shop your prices. This is the only. I know I've heard some pushback that this isn't the only gas station in Waikiki, and in fact it is. The other two that other people are thinking about are the ones over there on Kapahulu, and that's not Waikiki. But it's close enough. I mean, if you're coming back for a rental car or your own car, this is the closest. That's the closest gas station. The others are on Kapahulu, up the road about 300 feet or so. And look at this food truck compound. It's coming together quite nicely. I'm not sure if they're even doing business yet. I've not seen anyone actually cooking, but it looks like to me that some of these places are a little more permanent in their facility. Not that they're going to be locked down, but they're putting blocks up and taking their tires off and hooking up gas lines and water lines directly to the places, to the units. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure, but they're putting in a lot of work, and they're going to have some really good selections. I went walking through there the other night and just made some mental notes. It's going to be quite nice. Hello, Shane. Shane, your work is much appreciated and does not go unnoticed on the comments on the YouTube. I appreciate that, my friend. No, my little toe. Because I've broken my big toe a couple times. Both of them, but those you really can't walk very far on. This is Fort DeRusi. Just a beautiful park. Beautiful, beautiful park. They play frisbee golfing here. They have all types of activities. People do yoga and Pilates, I guess, classes. They have some just little impromptu dog parks where, all dog owners are in agreement that their dogs are off leash, and the dogs just have a hell of a time. There's a corner over there where they kind of stay to, and they all just sit there and fight in a big pile and beat on each other. They have a wonderful time. That's the food truck compound that we've gone to a bunch of times. It's right on the corner of Ala Moana Boulevard, which is here, and Kalākaua. That's the food truck compound. There are a lot of really good places to eat in there. We're surprised most times when we go in there, we try to eat at a different place when we do a live stream anyway. And to just give you a frame of reference, if you're doing some research, you're not really super familiar with Waikiki, okay? That's Waikiki, obviously proper here. This is Kalākaua, and Kalākaua goes into a fork tour. It goes into Kalākaua that way and Kohio that way. Kohio is 1 block off the beach. And this is Ala Moana Boulevard, and you go on that side of the street going that way. You would take it all the way to Nimitz, all the way to the airport, and this is the road you take in from Nimitz, across Ala Moana Boulevard, Ala Moana Beach Park, Ala Moana, past Ala Moana Mall, and here into Waikiki proper, right over there. All right, and that's the Hawaii Monarch, or the Waikiki Monarch. That's a residential, long-term residential and short-term rental place. I think someone corrected me and told me that it was. I think it's the Waikiki Monarch is where it's the rental and vacation ownership, and Hawaii Monarch is the name of the building portion where it's long-term residential. I'm not sure, but it's one of the two. When you look up Airbnbs or VRBOs, that's what you look up, Hawaii Monarch or Waikiki Monarch. That's what you're seeing, and that is the DoubleTree. That's one of the most odd hotels that I know of here in Waikiki. It's right in the middle of everything, or I should say, it's right in between everything. It's outside of Waikiki, and it's on the other side before you get to, Ala Moana shopping area. But a lot of people stay there. That used to be a client of ours for years. They have really good occupancy, and some people like it. You just have to. You have to be ready to walk. When you're not staying at a property in Waikiki, man, you got to be ready to walk every day, or Uber every day, or bus or something, just to get to many things to do. Aloha, Sandy. Thank you for joining. Aloha, Janet. Yeah, those food trucks are something else. See, here's some of these dogs right here. I know I'm a huge complainer about dogs off leashes, and do not like it. But when you're in compliance and all the other dog owners love it, it's something to see. These dogs just love to run this whole field. Look at them. They make friends with other dogs, and owners just need to know if their dogs are, they're up for it. I think it's such a cool thing to be able to have that option. I've heard some not so good things about these restaurants. Not that they're not quality, quite the opposite. Kan Sushi, man, I've heard they're not doing great business-wise. And I wish they were in Waikiki, because they would kill it. They have such a great setup there. They have an all-you-can-eat sushi. This pizza pie place, which is right there, right next to it, I don't know anything about it, nor the Kayak Cafe. But the chicken place around the corner is supposed to be a franchise of some of the best Korean chicken places around. And they're just not doing great just because of their location. Check out those dogs over there. They just want to run their faces off, man. So did everybody hit their goal yet, or did you make a daily goal or a monthly goal and you split it up by days? Well, that white dog is just fast, outrunning all those other dogs. University Chicken, that's what it's called. See that place right there, University Chicken? That's supposed to be a super popular over in Asia, or Korea specifically. And they're just not doing great because it's in between. So much of the traffic and the consumers who come here, they want to be at a destination or at a place where there's a lot of things to do. They don't want to go to just one place to eat and have to get in a cab and go someplace else. That's just my experience. That's the old Wailana Cafe. If you guys remember that, some of the veteran visitors. That's now the Island Country Market, which is like that market I was telling you about over there by Ritz, by my house. You guys hit your daily goal? There used to be. I think there's a Nobu in the W. That's my memory. The W that was in that's now the Lotus Hotel. I think there was. Everybody knows Hilton Hawaiian Village here, this beautiful sculpture. This iconic sculpture, man, everybody sees it when they come into town, whether they're staying at Hilton Hawaiian Village or not. Everybody kind of is impressed by it. It's quite impressive. Here's some other dining options around here, but again, there's so many dining options in Waikiki where you don't have to walk very far. It's a little bit difficult to justify coming down here unless it's a real specific restaurant, but there's a lot of residents down here and a lot of people here, like Hilton Hawaiian Village, but these people that are staying here are not going to go to these restaurants over here, not en masse, because there's IHOP, there's Mai Tais, there's the Gangnam style Korean restaurant and American breakfast restaurant, but I just don't see them coming here. This is the property that they're tearing down from this area here all the way down to here, and they're going to put in the 9th building for Hilton Grand Vacations. We talked about that last year. I thought they'd already started it, but apparently they have not. Did you guys set a goal, a total goal for the 15 days, or a daily goal? What was the most popular option? Or did you just say, I'm just going to do as much as I can each day? There's Goofy's Cafe. I haven't been there in a long time, not enough to say whether it's any good or not anymore. I liked it the last time I went. But this is a part of the Aloha people, the Aloha Table, Aloha Steakhouse, Aloha Amigo. Coming in May, Steve, all right. You got your daily goal, Dana? All right, good. You don't need to say what your daily goal is. That's between you and God. There's the Ramada. Yeah, that's you and God. Just set a goal, though. It's best to set a goal, because if you say, oh, I'll do as best I can, you'll stop when you do just as best as you can. And that's not really the purpose. You want to do a goal. Make it 5,000 or 2,500 or 8,000 steps or something. But don't let it be just what you normally do, or try not to. Or if it's a low number, if it's a lower number, like 5,000 a day or 6,000 a day, just up it by 1,000 steps each day. Try that. And if you don't make it, if you miss it, you miss it. But if you don't set it, you'll miss it every time. Best you can every day, Linda, then that's good. I would put a number on it, though, young lady. Subconsciously, it's a deal maker, man. I'm telling you, it is. We'll do a Let's Eat at Goofy's. Yep, Hawaii calls for sure. Aloha Norma. Valentini, what are your, I mean, you put your steps out there, so I don't think you mind talking about it. How many steps do you get when you play pickleball? Because, man, it looks like you would just get a ton. What did Wendy say? Yeah, Wendy's going back. She's not really sure if she's going to come back. She's going to the mainland. I told her if she didn't come back, myself and her plants would understand. I will take care of her plants and dispatch of them, get them a new good home. This is the Ilikai. How many of you people just love this place? So many people do. Oh, that's pretty good. But what's good about that Valentini is it's explosive. You know, you start and stop, start and stop, start and stop. That's really, really good on your joints and hips, and strengthen your bones, your tendons and everything. Number 36 condo, okay. For me, and I think for a lot of others, I can't just say, man, I really want to do good this month. That doesn't say anything. Of course you want to do good. You're a human. you know, and that's not something that, you know, and you have to make a decision. You have to decide. Just like choosing a religion, choosing a partner, choosing a political party, choosing something, whatever you choose, you put up a certain number of criteria and you vet it out on what's good, what's bad, what may happen, what may not, based on your decision. But pick a number. Even if you feel you have to pick a too low of a number, and when you hit it, celebrate it, but raise that number the next day just a little bit, because I promise you at the end of the 15 days you're either going to feel like you cheated, or you didn't best yourself, or you're going to feel like an absolute flipping champion. Yeah, 10,000 steps a day. If you can for your goals, instead of saying I'm going to try 10,000 a day, say I'm going to do 8,000 a day. You know what I mean? Just do it. Because when you say you try, you've already subconsciously set yourself up to accept that if you don't get 10,000, it's not that bad. You did the best you can. I'm not trying to make you guys Navy SEALs or anything. I'm just trying to give you a few little tips. You can tell me to get stretched or shut up or whatever. And no, Wendy, I didn't tell them. Would you like to tell them what I did? I told you I wasn't going to say anything. Oh, this is we'll hit it on the way back too. But see that Sao Paulo? That's a pizza place. It's like Fogo de Chao. You guys familiar with that? The Portuguese, or not Portuguese, the Brazilian steakhouse. They walk around with steak. They do that same thing, but they do it with pizza. I've been promised a free dinner there a number of times, but someone keeps blowing it off. So I'm sure I'll do a lot of Let's Eats in the next 2 weeks. That's excellent, Rick. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That treadmill is really good. Especially good for bad weather. Doggone it. My shoe came untied. That's excellent. Hang on, guys. I've got to fix my shoe here. I'm sorry, Lucille. I'm sorry. Hang on. Oh, there you go. Is that better? She about fell out. I'm in my place. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Oh, Wendy wrote, I'm in my place, minding my own business with some man who, that's coloring my hair and about to get in the shower, and I start hearing this familiar whistle, then some yelling, couldn't make it out, more whistling, thought to myself, there's no way. Lo and behold, I get a text, are you home? Do you hear me whistling? I did. I walked by her house. I was screaming. Or I shouldn't say screaming. I called out in a very professional manner. Why didn't you come out on your balcony and say goodbye? We may never see each other again. Wendy, you may get back home and say, you know what, I've had enough Hawaii. Very, very likely. Very possible anyway. Maybe not likely, but very possible. No, it wasn't the door. She was yelling on her balcony. You should have came outside in your shower cap and robe like you go to the store, Wendy Silva. Look, these guys are going to go on these outriggers. I think these are the ones that will go out on the ocean. Or maybe they're going to go through the canal. Maybe that's what they do. These could turn around and go back through the Ala, which is that way right there. Or they could go out onto the ocean. Those are some cool canoes. Wendy was afraid I had you guys on live stream when I was doing that, but I wouldn't do something like that. That'd be embarrassing. There were a couple of people that came up beside me and said, "Who are you calling for?" After I screamed Wendy. I said, "John." They said, "Who?" I said, "John," but he answers to Wendy. And the guy looks at me like, "John?" I said, "Yeah, never mind, go ahead." I started whistling and yelling her name again. No, I was across the street. I was on public property. So here, let's go this way. So this is the Ala Moana Boulevard. Most of you know Ala Moana Boulevard. It goes into Ala Moana Park right through there, and that's Ala Moana Mall right over there. This is Atkinson. This is a main street that goes through, well, not a big street. It's actually a pretty small street. But it's important because it connects Kapiolani, which is a main street that goes all the way through Honolulu, north and south. If you do any driving in Honolulu while you're here, you're going to crisscross Kapiolani for sure. And then all this traffic is coming in from downtown Honolulu, from the airport, and a bunch of other places that way, not just the airport. But this is the road you come in from the airport. I know many of you come down this road and are super happy, and you're crying when you're going on that side. Wendy, if you're still there, see all this traffic when you take your Uber to the airport tonight? That's the road you'll be driving down, the one where people are crying and everything. That's that engine that guy can, they put the boat on the back of the sucker and he backs it into that fire station. Remember we talked about that the other day? A beautiful day today, huh? It feels all fall-y here too. Feels like it's November. Let's cross right here. Yeah, man, he puts it, they put a boat, a big boat, like an 18-foot boat on the back of that thing, and he still backs it in. Perfect. That's a boy that God came down one day and say, "My friend, you will be backing up trailers in your lifetime." Oh, look at that. See that plane? That's what Wendy's going to be doing tonight. Wendy has to go to the airport tonight, get on a flight, decide if she's going to return to Hawaii or not, but she's going to be flying on a plane just like that in a little bit. Something like that. That's what it'll sound like. Oh, we're going to Magic Island. We needed to get in another 10,000 steps today, and you're assuming I heard that. Dingbat. Guy riding that bike on the sidewalk. I just so happen to be able to hear it through my headphones. He says, "Passing on your left." Thank you. Flying and crying. Flying and crying. Here's a look back at the mall back over there. That's Kapiolani on the other side. That's the that's where Signature is, Steakhouse. That's the new Residences, Renaissance Residences and hotel over there. That's just on the other side over there is where Walmart and Sam's Club is. Target. And the main entrance for Ala Moana Mall. Let's go see if that barracuda is in there in the little bay area thing here. I know you guys can't really see. You can see better looking back, I think. Any luck today? Was that? No luck. Oh.
Yeah, that was for bait.
Oh, I hope you catch a bunch. There's a barracuda in there. Have you seen that barracuda?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's barracudas lurking here.
Yeah. They eat those other fish too, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen them do it. I always see them swimming right by them, but they don't do anything to them. Good luck, guys. Sounds like a little stingray or something. Look at that beautiful water, huh? Yeah, these boys are the ones that go out on the ocean. They're a little bit more built, a little more robust than the canal type canoes. Look at this. Oh, that's a high school thing. Are you guys going out on the ocean? Good job, man. How far do you guys go out? Oh, so you go past the break and back? Yeah, cool. Excellent. Good job, guys. Impressive. Look, those are young kids, man. They're out there, but they're just that's the age you feel you're bulletproof, right? Look at that lady. That's a wonderful thing. She's picking up the trash right there. Check her out. That's like the ladies who come here. She just picks up. There's other ladies that take care of the cats along here, and inadvertently, by taking care of the cats, they take care of the weasels. I remember how long ago it was. Wendy and I came out here one time. Was it here where we saw all of them, or was it out by Diamond Head? No, it's here. I promise you, this is no exaggeration. Wendy was there. Total, we probably saw 40 or 50 of the ferrets there, and they were like little teeny tiny ones, about as big as a toilet paper roll, and then others that were big and fat. They looked pregnant, but they were so lively along here. And they eat everything. They eat the cat food that's left out. They eat all the fish bait that people leave, and then again, consequently, the ladies who leave the fish or the catfish cans, or not catfish, but the cat food cans and tuna cans. Sometimes there used to be, and I saw it not long ago. They'll leave a can opener, and they have like 4 or 5 stacks of cans. So people just there's a bunch of them right there. Can you see them? Let me try and zoom in. Can you see them? And that one's standing on his hind legs like a marmot. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See him? There's one running across the... And you would not believe they get down into the tiniest little hole. They get into a hole like that big. If they get their face in it, they get their whole body in it. See him? Hi. What's up, fellas? Look, and there's a big old fat cat right there. That cat's going, Weasel, you come close to me, I'll take you to Pound Town. There's one right there. 2, 3, 4. See, I mean, when we were walking along, we would see, look, that one just ran up by the cat, saw it, and ran into the bushes and around it. See their little face? Those are medium-sized ones. But that cat has no time for them. He will not give them any measure. And people are always commenting about how bad they feel about these cats. Other than living inside of a home, like a nice warm home. I mean, they're in Hawaii, for God's sakes. And they have all these fishermen that they'll throw some, rotten bait up on the... See this, and people just come here and fill the water here. There's some weasels right there. What's up, fella? Oh, look, there are 2 right there fighting. And there'll be some ladies that are, I don't think they're vets, but they come out and they'll find some of the cats that are in not good health, and they'll give them medicine. And I think I've told that story about the ladies that took the hooks out of I've seen that done twice. There's like a lure, and then one was like a little, not a trap, but like a metal thing that's clipped on its foot. And the ladies just caught the cat and held it down and treated it, put some stuff on it, pulled the hook out, and it's not the most sanitary thing, but they do it to help the cat, and they just let the cat go. Cats living their dream, man. Let's go this way, kind of zigzag. I'll show you Ala Moana Beach too. This is the Ala Moana Beach Park parking lot. And it looks like there's ample parking here, but boy, for that Lantern Festival, it's not. And for most weekends, it's packed. But there's a lot of other parking along the, not a lot of other, but other parking along the roadway over there as well. Let's go look over this way. But this is a Monday night, weeknight, and you see how full it is. People come out for the, for a picnic. Most of the people here are residents, they're not tourists, for the most part. That's Ala Moana Beach right here. It doesn't have the same beautiful soft sand that Waikiki has, but it's just a beautiful beach. And because it has such a prominent rocky reef area there and here, where you see those rocks sticking up, it's a very pleasant water. You see there are no waves, so if you're not really good with swimming, or you just don't want to fight the waves, or you have a little kid or older or whatever, it's a real low slung. See, it's really low and sloping like this. It doesn't go out like this and drop off like Waikiki and other beaches do. It just stays that whole depth for just a long time, just really low and sloping. You can see people standing up sometimes way out there. And again, there's another airplane leaving the airport, just like Wendy will be leaving here in a few hours. Maybe to never come back at all. But this is really good for paddle boarding, that foil surfing, you know, for kids to come out. The only really downside of this place is that you see this kind of rock here. There are not a lot of areas like you see along the beach here. It's pretty cleaned off right here, but there are some areas here like this that's really rocky. You just have to be careful. I mean, you'll see it. It's not going to sneak up on you. More so that way. Just to give you also some other bearings. Do you see that radio tower right there? That radio tower is 53 by the Sea. Really fine restaurant with a view looking back this way to Waikiki. That little area right there to the left of it, that little edge, that kind of flat area, that's Kalākaua Waterfront Park. It's a beautiful park, barely used. We need to go out there, get some steps in one day, just walk there and back. I'll show you over there. And then right there in front of it is the La Mariana restaurant, marina bar. And right about right through those palm trees right there is Kalākaua Farmers Market. And then that building, that beige building right there, right on the other side of that is Kalākaua, the Salt restaurant entertainment area. This is how it looks back behind us here. That's beautiful, isn't it? And Blackie Fang is your cat's name? Aloha, Jen. Yeah, it's pebbly. It may turn out to be a beautiful sunset tonight with that cloud cover the way it is. This looks like one of those, those paid picnic places where you pay and they come and set it up for you and your sweetheart. Perfect for if you have to apologize for something or propose to somebody or make an equally bad decision in public. Oops. That was close, and that hurt like you would not believe. I'm glad I didn't say a bad word. No, broke my toe. Dislocated it, if at the least. An apology picnic for her? Pfft, right. Make sure you guys like and share if you haven't already. There's 83 of you on here. Man, we should have at least 60 shares, but we won't. We'll have like 20 because you guys don't like me. You don't appreciate the trials and tribulations, the suffering. And see, this is, I don't want to put these people on blast, but you see this beautiful park area here? It's all grass over there. It's all wide open. Can you hear the birds and stuff? Hang on. Can you see how clear that water is? Hello, Teresa Kirby. Oh yeah, I went back right away, but I still think I broke it. It's right at the base. It's already black and purpley. I put tape on it. But the 26% Australian in me said, toughen it up, man. I watched that stream back yesterday where it went bad, it got kind of blocky, and YouTube did clean it up a little bit, but it was not perfect. It's not like this one. Like this stream right here, it's going to be perfect. It looks really nice and bright and tight. Good lines on the video. All the visuals are great. And it will upload just like this. So I download it and I'd upload this to YouTube and it'll upload perfectly too. It just streaming to YouTube directly is just never going to be perfect. Give me a plaster. See people put out those containers with food or water in it for the cats. There's not many cats on this side. It's probably not as target rich environment as over there. You know, with the crabs, because there are thousands and thousands and endless supply of crabs over here, and that's what those over here and over there. And I'll bet you that's a lot of what those weasels, ferrets eat. Yeah, look good. The replay looked good on YouTube. Thanks, Shane, for saying that. Yeah, I know. I hate that, Nick. It's such a horrible model of theirs. I just don't want to get into the habit of doing produced videos. No, it's perfect. It's probably 74, I would guess. I don't know. Maybe one of you guys can look it up. I don't have my watch on, smart watch on. Oh yeah, they all do. If you see unless it's in a fixed, here's how you have a good stream live on YouTube, Janet. You sit in one spot and you do an interview. It'll be perfect. It's whenever it has to pull from bandwidth around you on a mobile device, it just does not do a good job in pulling in bit rate. Well, actually what it does a great job for YouTube because they don't have to pay for all that horsepower, because just bit rate is all it is. You know, they just have to crank it up to be able to handle more packets of video. That's really what it is. But if you're walking around, you'll notice the very start of the streams, they look great, but as you go on, it gets weaker and weaker. Or if I go like yesterday and the into a hotel like Royal Hawaiian or something like that, it just gets really bad, and it doesn't crank back up. It doesn't ratchet back up to that high bit rate again. Facebook does that. Facebook does it, and they're better at it now since they've decided that they're going to give away, they're going to delete all the videos after 30 days because they don't have to deal with all that storage. So now, since they have all that storage freed up, they put higher quality videos out, but they only keep them for 30 days. So the trick is to do produced videos for YouTube, or do live stream videos on Facebook and download it and then put it up on YouTube. That's really the trick. We usually see some cats out here kind of chilling and hanging out. I'll get you out there, and just when I come back this way, I'll get you out, Lucille. See, there's some food cans, cat food cans. That guy's picking up trash down there on those rocks. That's really cool of him to do that, because those cats could really get in it. The cats come down here and they get in these rocks. And that's where a lot of these lures and hooks and stuff are dropped off, you know. Yeah, it's not 80 right now. Not where I am. Maybe right in Honolulu, but it's really chill. Not chill. It's very cool. I would say it's maybe 72 wind chill right here, because the wind's coming right off the ocean. Aloha, Rhonda. I was actually going to do a produced video. I was going to actually just record the video that you hear me doing right now, or see me doing now. I was going to do this and just record it in widescreen. It takes up about 80 gig to do that, which is a lot of file space, but I've got a bunch on my phone anyway. But it just seems a little odd doing that and talking to myself. Look at these, see these salt deposits here from where the water comes up here? And that's where some is dried out. You gotta watch yourself stepping on some of that. So it doesn't seem like it, but it gets slick, or just slick enough to knock you off your feet a little bit. And look what a couple of dumbasses did out here. We'll take those cans back with us, Lucille. Maybe that guy, because that guy is just picking up trash and setting it down where he finds it, he may be coming back here to pick it up. But I'll help him out. I'll carry it out. Sometimes you can see cool things down in here, mostly dead stuff, or just trash. Fish, sometimes they get caught up in here, in between those rocks. Isn't that beautiful? That water comes in there. Let me show you up here. Oh, here comes a good one. Watch this one, Lucille. And man, that smell of the ocean, just so the good type of smelling of the ocean, it smells so good. Salty. There's those kids out there, one of those canoes out there. You see them? That's a glass bottom boat on the other side of them. There's a look back to Waikiki. I'm going to come out here sometime soon and just shoot just straight video. Just record this for maybe 10 minutes on real high quality video. Do it at sunset. I've done that a number of times. Just post it again. This is the lagoon at Ala Moana Park. This is what's considered Magic Island. There's not a definitive line, but about Ala Moana Park kind of ends on that little tip there. I think over this way is considered Magic Island. Looks like a rainbow's trying over there. Yeah, I wish it was widescreen for you. There, Shane. Let me give you a good 180. The lagoon. Nah, the overpopulation part of it comes from just here in Waikiki proper, really. That green really pops nicely, doesn't it? There's some cool little fish down there. You see these, for those of you who've asked in the past and maybe wondering it now, see this part, this right here, this is kind of about medium tide, but whenever that tide gets up, it's still not enough to, I mean, a big fish can, and they do get through there, not very much, but you see how that water jogs that way and kind of jogs this way? They're going to get kind of pushed back because it's not an easy flow for them. But there have been big fish get put in here, but it's not like if this is just wide open, you know. And that's deep, deep, deep right out there. There's guys that are off of here, off these banks right here that are casting out there. It says that's like, you know, a couple hundred feet, just right up there. It dives right off. And right there off of Kalākaua, I know that for a fact. As you go out off Kalākaua for a little bit, man, that way, that plate, is it a plate? Reef plate? Something goes way down quick. That's why you can see those big, thick, you know, heavy waves come up really close to the shore like that, because they have enough energy to suck that water out and build a wave. Yeah, that's the airport right through there. There's an airplane coming up right now. Look at that. We can all just imagine that's Waikiki Wendy Silva crying and flying. Yeah, turn back, turn back. I'm not coming back. I lied to everybody. All right, Lucille, let's go grab that trash. Oh. I don't know what we're going to do with it. We can put it on that. It's so hard to bend down with her. Sorry, Lucille. I know that wasn't pleasant. At least there'll be someone that picks it up who collects cans. Oh, there's a trash over there. Well, that's cool. That guy picking up some really good trash. Like what he found. He's just climbing around down there in that, see down there? He's climbing around on those rocks, pulling up all this trash. Look at that. Good man. Bunch of hooks. There's a big old treble hook, man. A cat or someone step on that? Oh, look. There's one of those cats. Drinking some water, eating some food. Sucker hasn't missed a meal, my goodness. Some of those cats are like pretty, they're pretty tame. They just walk up to you, especially if you've got if they're cats that are out here that have been around people all day, and they can kind of tell if you're going to beat them up or hurt them or something, and they know you have food. Shoot, they'll come up and tear it up. Yeah, let's go throw these away. It's a nice little park. How many of you have been here to Magic Island before? I was out here probably three years or so ago, right up, and I was standing and I was recording, and I put Lucille down on the ground, and she just she had her leash on. She was walking, perfectly then, running and all that stuff. So he's just kind of sitting there, and she starts whimpering a little bit, and I said, no, stay right here, and I start feeling something on my leg and stinging, and I look down, and my legs are covered with fire ants. They're just like eating me up. And I look down, I pick up Lucille, and she is covered from head to toe with it looks like she was infested with fleas. So I just took her towel that I had with me. I started hitting her with the towel, and people thought I was abusing my dog. And and she had fire ant bites all over her tummy and her ears. I felt so bad. Oh, you've been here? You've been there? I think Magic Island has something to do with what the resort that was going to be built out here. I think that's what it was called. That's what I think it was. That's what that's what I heard in old articles about the resort. The resort was supposed to be this whole area right here. Like this whole area is going to be the resort area. Then there's going to be like a residential type area. And that's why they built this lagoon as a water feature, and they did it before the place was approved. And then a lot of the residences just signed petitions and protested it. And they had already built this lagoon, and they said, no, keep the lagoon there. I mean, what are they going to do, fill it back in? But he did it to be, just to, I think, kind of push it along, to say, listen, we've already built the lagoon, let us do the rest of it. It's the same guy that did the lagoon for Hilton Hawaiian Village. He also is the guy who built Hawaii Kai out there by Cocoa Head and Hanauma Bay. He was the guy that used to own Hawaiian Village before it was Hilton Hawaiian Village. He sold it to Conrad Hilton. His name is Henry Kaiser. He also owned the two buildings that are the Prince now. Used to be Kaiser Permanente. He owned those, and they turned them into the Prince Hotel. And those fire ants were, I mean, they were tiny, tiny, tiny. Man, they just would light you up. And I sat her right down on top of a bunch of them. I felt so bad. She had extra chicken and shrimp and salmon for a couple of weeks because of that. Yes, Rhonda, I saw that. I thought that was hilarious. Tony? Yeah, this is some of the most beautiful, clean water. It's always getting circulated, you know, it's circulated all throughout there, and it's a beautiful view. Anybody can swim in it. There's some fish in there that you're not going to see any major tropical fish unless it's by accident. But just a beautiful place. There are just so many nice, beautiful places here, and all over every island. Kauai has a bunch. Maui has a bunch. I don't know that much about Big Island. I don't know as much about the Big Island as I do Maui and Kauai. Of the other 3 islands, anyway. But there's so many little inlets and little hidden places and just not visited places, you know. Look at these cats. What bums. I could see empty cans around them. There's cat right there, cat right there, cat right there, cat right there. No, she's not all the way back to normal. It'll be another 3 weeks before she's really normal. She needs to lose a bunch of weight. She needs to lose at least a pound. At least a pound. But that's going to be in, yeah, she just needs to lose weight. That's all I'll say. We got a big cargo ship coming into port. Oh, where do you want to take a picture of, Sandy? This? You want to do the... Here, let me get this ugly foreground. That's only one L, Lance. I'll pause up here a little bit when there's less foreground in the photo for you. Oh, pictures of the big cats? Oh, we'll do that on the way out. I was thinking use wanting shots of this. Ooh, that was not stable. That one was not stable. That big rock was just... Always tempt fate. Look at these. Look at all those mussels and crabs. Boy, a bunch of crabs over there. Yeah. Oh, now you can kind of see the waves on the backside here. When the waves are really active, man, this is such a cool place to be. Just think, Lucille, if you lived out here with these cats, you could be like the king of the cats and the ferrets and everything. I want to avoid that rock, those big rocks. Some of those rocks, they look like they're very hard and heavy, and they're not. They're like lava, kind of hollowish, and they just kind of rock a little bit, which is all you need to just get thrown off a little bit. They had a beautiful view of the Ilikai all the way over to Diamond Head. Wendy, check it out. Did you like that, Lucille? What was that noise for? You like that? That's cool, huh? Oh, sorry about that. Sorry about that. Hey, look, you got one. Oh. Yeah, look at that plane right there. Just leaving on a jet plane. Don't know if I'll be back again. No, my flipping toe is on fire, man. Look at that big old... That's carrying cars and tires and phones and chairs, carpet, wood, everything we need to live on this island and others. I think these cats have a scam running, because everybody, you hear them, you can tell they're visitors, because they're just enamored with these cats, and they all, you can hear them say the same. Oh, they're so sad. They live out here on their own. They don't have a home. How do they eat? How do they drink water? It's so sad. Little did they know there's about 20 people a day come out here. They still would be better off if they were in a home, of course, but here, I'll take you over here, Sandy. You can see a... Oh, there's two. Yeah, it doesn't look like they're too bothered, does it? Oh yeah, stretch, yawn. Other one's cleaning himself. Got it. This one here is about completely passed out. Look at these two lazy bums, my goodness. Let me find them for you. Can I get anything for you guys? Oh, there's a third one. There's a third one. I didn't see him right back there. Where's he? Right there. Look, a wedding. Can I get you something? Where'd it come from? Busy day at work today?
Let's have Tasha move just a little more. Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Well, back in the day, I'd have put you down there, huh, Lucille, and you'd have shown them what for. Did any of you, or are all of you watching the trials and tribulations of Oliver on his next stint? I know some of you are watching contently. He has a nice new boat. He's apparently giving away the boat that he has now, or his previous boat. I guess this other boat is a true ocean-worthy boat, but man, there's no chance. No chance I would do that. Sail across the ocean like that. No kidding, run. You know, it's hard to tell. I don't pay that much attention to it. I I think he left Oahu, went to Maui, or he left Maui, he's coming back to Oahu. I'm not sure. And I don't know if the boat he bought is here in Hawaii, because I've seen him on it and it doesn't look like Hawaii's. But I haven't seen, I'm sure he's shown the background. I'm sure many of you know exactly where he is, but I don't know if he is exactly in Oahu or not. But kudos to him, man. But, you know, I've heard of a few people who tried to get interviews with that guy. I thought we'd be a shoo-in to get him. He just does not like him. You can tell even now he is so shy to be on camera. He can't even look in the camera, you know. Even doing his own, he just is so shy, bashful, I guess, or he has a phobia about it. He just doesn't want to do. But for what he's done, he's accomplished a lot. I mean, just doing it, let alone the notoriety and acclaim that he's gotten from it. But he received all the accolades and all the benefits and all the, you know, from such a wholesome, grassroots, non-trying to get famous approach, which kind of could have been by design. Check it out, Sandy. Here, let me get you a diamond head in the background. Hang on. There you go. Yeah, kudos to him. He did a fantastic job. In spite of or because of his personality. I think it's a little bit of both. You know, he has that dismissive, non-celebrity thing about him that just, but he has that incredible wholesome appeal. You know, it's one of those things, it's one of those, he's like one of those people, you either have it or you don't, and he for sure has it. And people want to hear from him. They want his, they see a lot of everyman in him, you know. I think it's a great story. You love his cat more? Yeah. Aloha, Tracy. Oh, I do too. I hope he gets knocked around for sure, but safely, because he'll love that. I mean, that'll be such great content. Just get his bell rung a few times. But that is a different, I don't know if you've ever spent much time out on the ocean away from shore and away from shore at night. I certainly don't have the experience he does at all, not even a sliver of it. But my uncle had boats at his places in Mexico, and we would go out and go fishing and all different hours. Those weasels are fighting each other. Watch it. There's two coming up. See these two up here on the right? Look. Watch. Oh no, they're not fighting. Sorry, Mom and Dad, that wasn't fighting at all. That's why they're. If you're wondering why there's so many weasels out here, that's why. And this is just off of Cabo, Alpha La Paz, out of Acapulco Bay, which is really, really calm. But this was back in the day, and man, you'd go out and stay overnight, and man alive, and that's not rough water at all. There are waves out, not where we were, but the waves where we were, there maybe 20 feet, 30 feet, but they're like swells, just big swells, nothing like with caps, you know, there's big swells like this. But man, where he's going, there's some waves that will smash that boat of his with one little boop, and it'd be good night, Irene. And the fact that he's going to do it and do it alone, only radio assisted, and he's going to do it in a boat that size, and he's never done it before. He's never been like a co-captain or a crewmate on a boat that's done it before. That's, God be with him. I wish him nothing but the best. I hope he just kills it. Oh, he's back in Seattle. Okay, that's excellent. I admire the guy, man, I'm telling you. And if you ever feel froggy about thinking, oh, that can't be that bad. I mean, I've been on a boat. Go out at night, sit on a boat about 10 miles off, and just be quiet. You'll hear stuff out there. You're like, did I just hear? You know, you'll hear things that you just, it's otherworldly, man. And it's official. It's officially Christmas. Look at that. Mele kaliki maka is the thing to say. Oh my goodness. They don't wait. Halloween, they close that last Halloween party down, and boy, they throw those Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations up. I don't want to put these kids on.
There's nothing.
So they're going out. They're timing it for I guess teams. Is that looks like one of those monastery birds or whatever you're talking about, Lance? Montserrats. Cassowaries. Yeah, I hope he has a safe voyage too. It's what you can't see, to me. That's what's terrifying. If you're out there in the middle of the ocean, it's just to realize that, you know, you always have a sense of entitlement and a sense of ingrained safety. You know, you've got a safety belt on, or you're in a car, or this isn't going to happen, or if this happens, these people are this far away, there's police over there, that type of thing. But man, when you're out on a boat like that, man, you're 5 hours away from any help at all. And unless it's catastrophic, you're not getting safe Coast Guard help. That's the fastest help. You know, and that's not good. Nothing, Lucy. We're getting blanked. Those dumb old fish. What's the name of that bird again, Lance? Cassowary. Yeah, a bunch of you have been here very recently. Now you're all back home. Janet, Shane, a little bit longer. Valentini. Judy Kahn is here still. I think she's here. Maybe she just left. Tats was here. I think Dan and Kelly have gone back. Mike and Linda are still here. The post on me? No, which one are you talking about? Oh, about the, are you talking about the chicken? It said Tony. Cassowary. Kookaburra cassowary. Are huge, you said. Yeah, but they're blue, right? And they cut you open because they have like 3 fingers like that. Or 3 claws like an ostrich. Even more so than an ostrich, I think, don't they? Cassowary. Have you seen one in the wild, Lance or Steve or Shane? Or are they pretty, they're like lions and tigers? That's Ala Moana Mall we saw on the way here. It's Ala Moana Boulevard. That's the street that Wendy's going to be going on when she leaves Hawaii. Maybe for the last time. She'll be going this way. To the airport though. Raptor, yeah, like Raptor. Oh, we arrived home yesterday. I thought you guys were going to be here. I guess you were here for a long time. Good to see you. Hopefully your visit was everything you thought it would be. Kookaburra. No way we would be dead now. Yeah, I thought they were all over Australia. Can you hear the crying from the people? It's almost not worth coming. It's so bad, the blues, but hopefully the live streams will fill a bit of the void, you know. "23 days are up." The same size as an ostrich. Haven't seen them in the wild. Zoo only. They're huge. They're only found in northern Queensland. But they get you like that, don't they? With their claws. See these kids that are canoeing here, they're single canoes. Those canoes back here, that one guy and these guys here, they're going to go here under the canal, through there, back around that way, almost by International Marketplace. Not quite that far. Yeah, about International Marketplace, the same distance. Okay. Why cover your ears, Janet? Look at that. Not a stick, not a brick, not a window, not a piece of wood, nothing. Stupid parking lot where the Pauhana used to be. It's going to be just a terrible memory, or a wonderful memory, I should say. That's what a kangaroo can do too. Don't kangaroos have claws on their feet and on their hands? We'll go back behind Hilton another time. We're gonna head back. My foot is on fire, man. My sock feels wet, so I think it's probably bleeding. Hi. Keeps you in the spirit. Yeah, no one feels sorry for you, Janet. The roos have claws. So Janet, when are you coming back? When are you coming back to Oahu again? And that's why no one feels sorry for you. That's kind of a cool. See that bar right there? It has horse saddles for some of the chairs. It's at the Equus Hotel, and that hotel actually got a really super high rating in a luxury magazine recently. All right, Mr. Undecided, appreciate it. Appreciate your time. Yep, there they are right there. I think it's interesting that people will look at Prince Hotel and say, I would never stay there. Look how far out you are. You know, and Robert says, oh, that's my favorite hotel. And the other people would never stay at Hilton Hawaiian Village. It's too crowded. Or they'd never stay at Queen or Princess K. It's too in the middle. I think it's wonderful we have that diverse of taste. And thank goodness we have that diverse of property selection, inventory. This right here is San Paulo. This is the Fogo de Chao pizza. We're going to try that out. It's like all you can eat pizza, just like Fogo de Chao, the Brazilian steakhouse. There's Discovery Bay. Many of you must know that place. Then one of the best seafood places in all of Hawaii right here, Red Lobster. And around the corner is Chart House right there. And right down around is Pub Harbor, a great little local dive bar. Or as Australians like to say, a 5-star luxury bar. Yeah, Janet's coming back in December, but she's not staying long because she's going to go to Kauai and Big Island and Maui. Would you guys like to sing a sad song for Janet? Let her know how much you feel bad for her. Oh. Red Lobster is very middle of the road, bland, fast food style seafood, I think. I think that's a good way to say it. There's the Ilikai, same shot as we had before. So many of you love this place. There's a lot to love, a lot of history here.
It's gonna be that one.
These two towers on the right here are the Waikiki and the Lagoon Tower for Hilton Hawaiian Village. I think they're part hotel and vacation ownership. I think they're a little bit of both. But they're beautiful towers. They have a couple of pools right back there, And if you look right straight through this building, right through here is where the lagoon is. Rainbow Towers, you can see it right there. I'll show you. Can you see it? Rainbow Tower right dead center of the screen. And on the back side of that, of course, is the lagoon. Lagoon, spelled L-A-G-O-O-O-O-N. Lagoon. Yeah, Red Lobster's not the place. There's so many better places here. Even Paia Fish Market is a better fish place. There's Gangnam style Korean restaurant. There's also a place there called American Breakfast, but I think it's Asian ran, and for some reason it is so highly rated around here for American breakfast. I don't know why, but it is. I've not been there. I probably should go try it. If you really like seafood, man, there's that buffet called The Buffet at Hyatt. That has some, that also Sail, which is right over there at the Prince. That's I think it's one night a week. Aussie Nightmare went there. What'd you think of it, Aussie Nightmare? Think you went there for the buffet one night? Oh, wombat. Those are like fuzzy beavers though, aren't they? I don't believe that. Is that right? I think they meant just because there's so many locations. Probably. I don't remember seeing Kamakura over there, but I know that guy said, what'd they say, Wendy, there's like 90 locations, 80 locations? Here, let's go this way. Yep, no work. They're just sitting there chilling like they're waiting for their paycheck. No job, no rent, no car. Cover your ears, Lucille. Did you go back to Kamakura, Wendy? That was such a great deal. When I went, I just had the dishes. I didn't have any of their drinks. I didn't think I had a beer. But those drinks that Wendy had, they were like $4. Those little, you guys remember if you saw the little goblets or whatever? And then we had two things she and I did that I didn't have before. They were great. Tasted great. But we didn't have, I had sashimi when I went there. I had their sushi a couple times when I went there, but I didn't have, there's a couple things that I had with her that really good. And they have a pretty wide menu for, for what's available. We're not going to go down Beach Walk tonight. We'll do that another night. We've done that too much. We'll walk through this beautiful park. This road will take you right into Halekulani, Beach Walk, the Embassy Suites, Waikiki Shore, and all the restaurants over there. Ruth's Chris, Yard House, Musubi, Giovanni Pastrami, Gelato, Italia. Who said that? What hotel would you say is more traditional? Like on Oahu? I'd say more historical, like Leanne said. I would say Royal Hawaiian. If you want more like old school, but it's not really renovated, maybe. But they're not, yeah. Yeah, I would say Royal Hawaiian. It's like hitting a boulder. It's like an armadillo or a possum, probably. But they're bigger, right? Aren't they like the size of a big dog? Just a beautiful park, huh? I really enjoy that they have these big open areas, and it's not as, there's a lot of places on Oahu that aren't built up. You know, people say, oh, there's overbuilding, but just in certain areas, you know. And I understand the argument that some people make, but they do have these big open areas that you can come and visit. The Royal Hawaiian has a lot of history. So does Moana Surfrider, you know. But those are probably the only two hotels that have been around as long as they have that still capture just a moniker of their old original self. You know, their original layout. Not the original layout. They have the original layout. But they've been renovated multiple times. So, but they're still beautiful. They all smell very, I'll tell you from the smell, Royal Hawaiian, it just has that historical Arizona Biltmore smell to it that you're just like, wow, this is beautiful. Yeah, I doubt this will ever be built on, don't you? And without an E. They want to keep it open and beautiful. Look, Valentini, pickleball tennis courts. Those tennis courts over there by the Boo Shack are actual proper pickleball courts, aren't they? These are just tennis courts. I guess you could play pickleball on them, right? Oh, they do have the shorter, smaller nets over there, it looks like. I bet that sunset looks nice tonight. I'm not going to go over there, but we've got 1,000 other nights to see it. It looks like it's shaping up over there, huh? Yeah, I agree. See how the sun's reflecting off some of those buildings? Beautiful. We're back in Kalākaua in Saratoga, which is right there. And right up there, one more block, that light right there is Beach Walk, not Waikiki Beach Walk, but Beach Walk, where Hard Rock Cafe, Tommy Bahama, and a couple of new galleries are going to be. Or there's actually galleries there that are going to be refitted, as I understand it. And there's Kalākaua. Last time Wendy will probably see it is on this live stream. I don't know what they're going to do with this building. Oh, you know what? You know what? That makes sense now. Now it's starting to make sense. But I'm going to ask somebody to verify it. Remember we were looking at this Mandarin Oriental residence right here, and I was wondering where they're going to put it. I'll bet you're going to put it right here. I bet you they're going to take out this luxury row, this whole lane here where it used to be luxury row. And I'll bet you that's where they're putting it. I'll bet you that's where they're putting it. And they're going to put it above. I don't know why they'd put it right there in front of Ritz. Ritz is right there. And it looks like that's where they're going to put it, doesn't it? Sure does. Sure do. Yep, right there. That's what it looks like. I'm going to check out online for sure and see. Only 99 residences. Wow. Here's the Ritz. They'll be quick to tell you to leave, but I know some of these people that are here. This guy may do it. No, he won't. I know him. Isn't that a beautiful fountain? How's it going? It's a cool place to just come in and sit, relax. Beautiful lobby. The actual lobby area, the reception, proper reception area is right above me. There's the Island Country Market. I wish it was better. Wish it was open earlier. It's not. But you notice how quiet it is here? Like if I stop talking, it's so quiet. You just hear cars a little bit. At night, it is much, much quieter than what it is even. See where those fire engines are? Right in front of that is lures, and it goes that way, it just gets loud. Here, see, hear that? All right, guys, let's end it where we started it, right here. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Maybe some of you got some steps in. Maybe you'll watch a rewind or replay tomorrow. Get some steps in. Let's do it. 4Ls. Hopefully you laughed, learned, loved, laughed the stream. I know I did. Always enjoy your company. If this is your first stream, hopefully it's not your last. If it's your last, boy, you're going to miss out on so much good stuff. And make sure you hit your steps tomorrow. Make a goal. Give it a number. Even if it's a low number, just hit it. Finish it. Congratulate yourself. Do the next day. You've got 13 more days, 14, 13, 12 more days after today. 12 more days. Hit your goal. Get out there. Don't overdo it, but don't underdo it either. I know that I love and appreciate every second, every minute, every hour of your day that you let me show you that and that over there. Hawaii. Aloha.